It appears that the list of brands withdrawing their advertisements from Elon Musk's Twitter is increasing at a rapid rate. A report by the liberal watchdog group Media Matters for America reported last week that half of Twitter's top 100 advertisers have stopped funding ads on this platform since October, when Musk took control over the company. But all of this would be fine if this attack on Musk was not part of something far bigger. Problem is that the world's biggest companies have united, and together they are trying to collapse Twitter as a competition. As we found out, there is a giant company behind all of this that is manipulating the dynamics of these business relationships to take the whole revenue from Twitter. And things these companies have done behind the scenes are horrible and scary. Reportedly, 50 corporations have splurged an impressive $2 billion on advertising across the platform over 2020, and a whopping $750 million in 2022, up to November the 21st. So this is a big hit for Elon Musk. Brands like Chevrolet, Chipotle Mexican Grill, Ford, Jeep, and Merrick have all publicly committed to ceasing their Twitter ad campaigns. But what's even worse, recently more and more reports are coming out about how Apple and General Motors might very soon stop Twitter advertisements as well. However, within all of this mess, there might be some good news. Yesterday, Elon Musk announced a new Twitter partnership with a few media giants and sports leagues that might change everything. The situation is developing very fast, so let's explain everything. 7 major advertisers, who represented over $255 million in ad spending on Twitter since 2020, have practically ceased their advertising altogether. Unfortunately, Twitter was unable to offer a comment when contacted for this report. Media Matters conducted an analysis with Pathmatics, discovering that many of the advertisers on this list have ceased their spending for a considerable amount of time following direct contact, controversies, and warnings from media buyers. In addition, the Washington Post conducted an analysis that found more than a third of Twitter's most significant advertisers had not promoted on the platform in the 2 weeks before November the 22nd. Jeep and Mars hadn't posted any ads since at least November the 7th. General Motors was one of the pioneers to take a stand and put its advertising on Twitter on hold following Elon Musk's $44 billion acquisition of the platform. Volkswagen Group also opted for similar measures, recommending that its brands cease their campaigns as well. This month, General Mills declared that it will be ceasing its Twitter promotional campaigns for a limited time. Taking a break from advertising on Twitter, General Mills tweeted that they will be monitoring the new direction and assessing their marketing spend going forward. Also, reportedly, Twitter's revenue had drastically decreased by 35% in the fourth quarter of 2022 due to leading advertisers leaving the platform. At a staff gathering, Twitter global sales and marketing head Chris Reedy proclaimed that the company had amassed $1.025 billion in revenue over the last 3 months. However, unfortunately met only 72% of its internal goal for this particular quarter, as reported by The Information. Reedy informed his staff that Twitter has a goal of generating $732 million in revenue for this quarter, which would be approximately 39% lower than the same period 1 year ago. The market executive attributed the revenue shortfall to a few key headwinds, including inflation, the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and Twitter's unveiling of its new Twitter Blue subscription service. Siddharth Rao, an experienced engineering manager at Twitter, recently reported that more than 500 of the company's major sponsors have stopped investing in the social media platform ever since Elon Musk acquired it back in October. Currently, ad revenues make up most of Twitter's income stream. The upcoming ad revenue slump could be damaging to Musk, who has been leading a major cost-cutting drive since acquiring Twitter for $44 billion. Just a few weeks ago, news broke that the enormous banking firms and investors who aided Musk to get Twitter were presented with an unfortunate surprise when it came out that the value of their holdings in equity stakes and loans has significantly reduced due to Twitter's financial issues. If the current trend of 40% reduction in revenue continued, Twitter could expect to make approximately $720 million during this quarter, a significant decrease from last year's first quarter results of $1.2 billion and below Reedy's projected figure of $732 million. Additionally, the Financial Times reported that as the deadline approaches, Musk is preparing to pay his first bill related to Twitter's purchase, and interest payments face a due date as early as this month. In recent months, Musk has hastened to decrease Twitter's reliance on advertising income after the recent backlash from advertisers. Twitter has seen a substantial reduction of its staff, with numerous layoffs and resignations, reducing the number by roughly 75%. Elon Musk then gave remaining employees an ultimatum: either comply to his unique management style or leave. And the company has failed to meet dates for the payment of certain offices and drastically reduced office benefits. Without a doubt, Musk made it clear to staff in November that if Twitter is unable to have control over its finances, then bankruptcy would be an unavoidable outcome. Despite this, Musk exuded optimism in his post, which linked to an Axios report detailing how Twitter has reached deals with over 30 news outlets, media companies, and sports leagues regarding content sponsorship. "The party is on," Musk wrote. Furthermore, this year, Twitter is looking to enter into content sponsorship agreements with over 36 news companies, media organizations, and sports leagues. According to an advertising partners schedule of events obtained by Axios, these partnerships are expected to launch in the first half of this year. Financial woes have forced the company to entice advertisers who have halted their spending since Musk's acquisition of the business in October. Those companies are wary of potential issues with content moderation and that ads could relatively be situated close to contentious material. Nevertheless, media organizations, newsrooms, and sports teams still find too much benefit from being on this platform, both monetarily and advertising-wise, so they're unlikely to leave anytime soon. This year, all of the big sports leagues like the NFL, NBA, MLB, and NASCAR are taking their content to Twitter. Not only will you be able to follow your favorite teams with regular season games, but also these marquee events such as March Madness or the Super Bowl. Reportedly, prominent sports outlets like CBS Sports, Turner Sports, ESPN, Fox, Univision, and Telemundo are anticipated to take part in deals that involve major sporting events. NBCU, Paramount, and Disney are all set to offer content including award ceremonies, live concerts, plus primetime blockbusters such as The Bachelor on ABC of Disney's network. MTV of Paramount is going to show RuPaul's Drag Race. Fox will be broadcasting The Masked Singer. Recently, media companies and sports organizations have come together to sign multi-year contracts with Twitter under the auspices of their select program, aptly named Twitter Amplify. These agreements typically last anywhere from 1 to 3 years in length. Moreover, Musk has leveraged an abundance of multi-year contractual relationships with a range of media outlets. Sources familiar with the agreements reveal that some accords, such as Twitter's partnership with the NFL, are worth 7 figures if they run their entire term. So far for now, the situation is very messy. And that's it for today. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell.